All right, let's see if we can get those public records. I just love. They could have just left the concrete there. Instead, they waste tax dollars on stuff like that. A sign for the museum. Looks like there might be something going on. Maybe we'll check that out here in a minute. Lo and behold, they're so busy. There's our sign. Yeah, I was just here to see if my public records were ready.
No,
What?
you need to take that down.
No.
It's office policy, so you either leave, go outside, you can record all you want, but you will not record in here.
I'm just here to get the public records I requested about your actual policy for
I
recording.
don't have anything, but it is our office policy, so you need to leave. If you don't stop recording, I will call the sheriff's office.
There's no statute behind this, so there's nothing.
It's an office policy, sir. Leave or stop recording. It's your choice.
Policies apply to employees.
Leave. If you're not going to comply, I will have them call 911.
You guys haven't complied with my records request. I just want the records I requested.
I don't have anything. What did you request?
I requested this policy.
Stop recording or leave.
I requested this policy, and then the lady said there might be statutes she could find.
Stop.
So I requested those well.
This conversation isn't going to go any further. Stop, leave. It's your choice.
I'm just here to get my public records.
What public records?
I've requested them twice now.
I don't even know what you're talking
The
about.
policy for this sign right here.
That's what that is. It is office policy.
I need the copy of the policy.
You just want a copy of this then?
No, the actual policy, the written policy.
That is it.
No, that's just part of policy.
That is it.
There's a whole policy. It goes over all the rules, not just this one.
That is it for that specific thing.
There's no policy on conduct or any of that stuff?
We're done.
Because that would all be in the policy.
We're done having this conversation. You either leave or you stop recording. That's your choice.
My First Amendment right allows me to record public officials in the course of their duty. I've been in here twice to request these records. Unruly. Yeah, policy supersedes the First Amendment. And you're being unruly because you keep asking for the request that you made. Well, I guess I'm going live. Oh, came back to get the request. Not choice, First Amendment right. Not unruly because I'm asking for my records. This is their entire office policy. This one rule. One rule from the policy is posted on the window, not the entire policy. And the second time I came in, I had asked for the statutes the lady said she could find. So you come in, you make a request, you write things down, and they just throw it in the garbage, I guess. Yeah, hey, there's people here. I am at the courthouse in the clerk's office here trying to get the policy. The lady says that this is the policy. This one thing. I need the full office policy that one rule is written in. Hamilton, Montana. The clerk's office at the court building. The sheriff's office is just behind me. The lady got on the phone saying I was being unruly because I was asking for the records I requested and I wouldn't stop recording. So I jumped on live. And as you can see, nobody else in the entire office. So it's not like I'm getting anybody's information.
How's it going, man?
Well, I'm doing good.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to get the records request I put in.
Okay, when'd you put it in?
It's over 2 weeks now.
Okay.
I came back last week. They acted like they didn't know where it was or what it was about.
Okay.
So I put in another records request for it, and I came back today, and they're acting like they don't know what the records request is again.
Okay. Hi.
So it's our office policy due to the confidentiality that we have in our office regarding our records. A hangout report. It is posted on our windows.
Yep.
And he's refusing to stop
Sure.
recording
Yeah.
and refusing to leave.
Is there a penal code? Lawful?
So he's concerned about some records requests that he put in?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. We have records here.
Mhm.
You're more than welcome to come outside, sir, but you need to quit recording in
This
the
is
office.
a public lobby, and
It-
my First Amendment right gives me the right to record public officials in the course of their duties.
Sir, we have confidential records. That is the problem. You cannot just freely record in our office.
I'm
That's
not
why
in
that
the
is
office.
posted.
I'm in
You
the public
are.
lobby.
As soon as you pass this threshold, it is our office.
Just public lobby. It's
No, this is the threshold to our office where we have public records.
this isn't a waiting room with chairs in it.
No.
The public doesn't come into this public office.
So, you said you submitted your request. Okay. So, have you submitted the request and did you video when you did that?
Yeah,
Okay.
twice now.
Can I see that? Do you have that I could see it?
What public records are you asking for?
I want your office policy that contains the no
I
record.
just offered to
No.
give you a copy of that and you said no.
You offered to give me that one rule. That is going to be one rule in a whole packet of policies for your office. If it's written as a policy, it's going to be in your policies with your conduct and everything else.
I don't know what you're speaking of.
So are you asking for a copy of their office policies?
Yeah, that contains the no recording thing.
That is it.
So the entire office policy is this one little sign.
Regarding recording, yes.
That's not even the right one anymore. But yeah, these little signs don't have any code on them or anything to back them up.
It doesn't matter, it's office policy.
Okay, and policies apply to people that work in the office, not the
No,
general
it
public.
doesn't. It applies to you, sir, and anyone else. We don't even let people who come in for marriage licenses take pictures in there.
Okay, do you know what the First Amendment is and what it covers?
Sir, I'm not concerned. I'm concerned about the safety and confidentiality of what happens in our office. What you do is not okay in our office. You don't seem to be concerned with any of that.
There's nobody in the office.
Yes, there is. We're all working on
Yeah,
things.
you're workers, and you could give me the policy
Okay,
I
so what's it
ordered.
gonna take to get this resolved today, to end this today?
I could get my public records.
Okay, well, and you're just requesting the public record, you're requesting is just the office policy?
Yeah, the complete office policy, not just this one rule.
Okay, do you have your office policies, like what is
And the first time I was in here, the lady actually said there might be some penal codes too.
anywhere that we could just give them copies?
Our clerk is out,
Okay,
so no.
okay,
That's the only thing I could give him right now is a copy of that.
okay. Let me go talk to the undersheriff real quick and see if he can pull up copies of that stuff. I don't know if you have access to that.
No.
But I can see what I can find for you over there. You
Alright.
okay with that? You good?
Yeah.
Hi.
How are you? How's it going?
No, not bad. I think better if I could get the public records I requested 2 weeks ago.
Sir, you understand that Paige is out of the office, right? She's our clerk.
They weren't out of the office when I requested it, and they said it'd be waiting here. And it wasn't 12 days after I requested it, and I came back last week. And now here I am again.
Well, maybe you just got missed. People in there.
I don't know what she promised you, but it wasn't me.
Well, I know it wasn't you. But she said she could get me the policy, and she might even be able to find some penal codes that would cover not recording in here.
Okay, well, can you come back when she comes back to work?
When is she gonna come back?
She's out of the office for another 4 weeks.
Well, public records requests kind of have a time limit.
It's not public record. You keep referring to public records, but that's not public record.
The policy of conduct in these offices.
No, sir.
Okay, then why would you post it out here publicly?
Because people like you want to do things.
Well, and you literally said that's the entire policy, so if that's the entire policy and it's not public,
I'm not gonna argue with you. For recording, that's our policy. I would be more than happy to get you a copy of that, but you don't want that. So I'm not sure how to appease you today.
I could type that up and print it out. But that's the point. Anybody could type up and print that out. I want to see it in the office policy where it states that I can't do it.
So we have it posted.
So I think the other deputy's gonna go get that policy?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
He's gonna try, yeah.
Look for it? Okay.
I want him to remain out of the office though, if he's gonna be trying to record, because we have confidential records.
We've
and
been
I have
over the
no
First
idea.
Amendment already.
Sir, I have, that, as soon as you walk through that threshold, that is our office.
That's a public lobby. It has a service counter and
Sir,
seats and all
I'm
that.
not gonna argue with you. That's your choice. You either stop recording and we can try to help you, or you don't come into our office.
What's your name?
My name's Kim Province, and
Okay.
I'm the chief deputy.
All right.
Yeah, so I think when the deputy gets back, he'll have that policy for you.
All right. Can I get a
Hopefully.
name and badge number? real
Luke,
quick?
batch number 20.
All right. Great.
Yep. You wanna come wait for that policy?
It's literally got public stuff on the walls and chairs. It's an office. This is all stuff for public consumption. They have charts on the walls, papers on the desk. All of these things are for you to view in the public lobby. Yeah, I can see them coming. There's plenty of windows. Yeah, I'll get the other badge number when the
You got two
sheriff gets
recordings
back.
going?
Yeah, one's live on Facebook or YouTube.
What's your channel?
It's Angst Audits.
Angst Audits?
Yeah. I got angst about the way things are going in this world. And figure we come audit the government when we can and make sure everybody's sticking to actual laws and stuff, not just policies that don't apply to the public.
Gotcha.
So do you know the first 5 elements of the First Amendment?
Mm-hmm.
And you understand that news gathering purposes is one of those, right?
As long as you're not committing any crimes, it's fine.
Right.
Right?
There's no crime here, right?
Yeah.
See, and that's what they told me is, oh, we might have sent that over to the lawyer. And then I asked her, you mean this lawyer over here? And she says, no, I don't know anything. That was last week.
So you're looking for some information you requested?
Yeah,
How many weeks ago?
at least 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe that's somehow just got slipped through the cracks.
Well, I came in last week and I redid the request and asked them again, and they're acting like they have no idea about that either.
Well, they are human. Give them that. Humans do make mistakes.
Yeah, the same guy coming in 2 times, almost 2 weeks apart.
The squeaky wheel does get the grease.
Yeah.
My good side.
Oh, I'm just reading. Since I'm live and all, I kind of.
How many viewers you got right now on live?
This is the first time I went live. I got.
This is your first time going live?
Yeah, it's actually my 200th video. Not the biggest channel, but
Angst Audit.
yeah, it's more of a hobby. But
38. You don't know how many viewers you have?
there was 11.
Do you see where they're watching from?
Only if they comment. Yeah, the first video, I came in and I asked the sheriff's office, I asked the attorney, and then I came in here to ask him about this policy. I literally waited till last to come in here, just out of courtesy, trying to figure out if anybody else knew if there was some kind of penal code backing it up. Turns out there isn't for this no recording in here thing.
This is all you're trying to figure out is why there's no recording in here?
I'm trying to get a copy of the policy.
Is that all the information that you wanted?
Yeah, so the first time I came in, I asked for the policy. The lady said she could get it and she'd probably find some penal codes too. Now, I didn't actually ask for the penal codes because I know they don't exist. Then this 12 days after that, I came in and I asked where public records were. Oh, we don't know what you're talking about. So I again asked for the policy that contains that one piece about not recording. So there's going to be a full policy, not just one rule. There's going to be employee conduct and everything else. And when I came in and asked for policy the second time, I actually asked for the penal codes that the lady was supposedly going to come up with. I know there's weird things like wiretapping laws and all that that people try to apply to it, but recording in public is just that, recording in public. Oh, yeah, see, somebody in Butte had a run-in with Officer Berger. Yeah, I was assaulted by an officer in Butte.
Oh, yeah?
Kicked out of 2 public buildings. Yeah. He didn't seem to realize people have rights to go in public buildings and get records and stuff.
From Butte?
Yeah.
You're from Butte?
No. I travel.
You're just doing this stuff in Butte also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds of different public buildings, all the signage, all the public postings, make some records requests. Just see where our tax dollars are going and what everybody's doing with them.
So you're just floating around Montana?
Pretty much.
Western?
Yeah.
Butte, Hamilton? What else have you been?
Oh, I've been out to Missoula. I got assaulted by a sheriff there too.
Okay.
Yeah, they like to put their hands on you and push you out of buildings and stuff, even though you're lawfully allowed to be in the building. Actually, the Missoula one was several videos because they had a sign in there that says, "Please turn off all electronics," which is a request. And I didn't. They had a big old thing, like 8 sheriffs come down, kicked me out, told me I'd be arrested. And I came back to try and get records requests, and then I actually had a sheriff assault me and push me out of an office. And then I went back to try and get the records request for the camera, the security camera of him pushing me out of the door. And they just shut the windows and won't let me do public records requests there either. I don't think they realize this is a federal law. When people come to request public records, it's got a time limit. And it's supposed to be done by that time, and it's backed by federal law, not some...
What is that time limit, do you know?
What was that?
What is that time limit?
I believe it's like 15 days to respond and then 100 and something to get the records. Going off of what people told me, mostly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if they have a time frame.
Like a whole 2 people in there. Maybe I should just go over to the attorney's office if that's where he's getting it from. Excuse me real quick, I'm gonna go over here and... I don't see anybody. I figure if you came in here, you might be inside the window somewhere.
Alright, so what we've got is I talked to the undersheriff who says he doesn't have access to any of their policies, okay?
Alright.
I talked to the county attorney who said if a judge has put an order in place then it stands. And if you want that changed, then you have to hire a lawyer and challenge it, or get another judge to challenge it.
And that's what I asked him. That's not a judge's order. From what they say, that's just a policy.
That's just a policy?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one of the things I asked him,
Well-
is if it has a penal code or if it's a judge's order. That was the first thing I did.
Okay. And they said it's just a policy? Did
Yeah.
they say who put the policy in place?
No, it's a policy. It's their policy. It's the clerk's policy.
Okay. Okay.
If it's a judge's order, it'll have the judge and all that stuff on the bottom of it.
Okay.
Not just to type it up, print it out, half sheet of paper.
Okay. All right, let me go over there and talk to them. I'm still working this for you, okay?
All right. All right, could I name and badge number real
Yep,
quick?
Deputy Rex Rollins, badge number 1319.
So like last time, the attorney didn't know anything either. Ugh. See, and that's how it's done. Created privacy. I'm trying to get some public records I've requested over 2 weeks ago. Every time I come in, they pretend like they don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, seems to be waiting for it. Now she's saying I need permission because it's harassment to her staff. This is the Hamilton, Montana court building with the clerk over here, sheriff's office. Yeah, I don't really know why I can't get the records, but I can hear her back there. I don't know if you guys can, but speakerphone saying I can't record in this building or any other building because it's all harassment. I don't think she knows what the First Amendment is either. Thank you guys for showing up. It's the first time I've gone live. Yeah, the lady said that the one no recording sign is the policy. I asked for the office policy that contains this sign, and they won't give me the office policy. They say that is the policy, but then she told me the policy isn't public. So why, if that's the whole policy, would you post it if it's not a public document? So we're going on roughly 30 minutes of me asking for these records, and everybody pretending they don't know what I'm talking about. escort here is from office to office. Everybody's agreed there's no crime yet because there's no penal code on their policy. I don't hear him talking on the phone there anymore. Delivery guy just dropped off all the packages. He stepped up to twirl his glasses in the window. Yeah, as soon as she started yelling, I couldn't record, and, well, not yelling. She was stating in a belligerent tone that I couldn't record. I had to turn it off or leave. And she told him I'm being unruly on the phone. She walked that way. I don't see the officer anymore, or sheriff. Oh, there he is. Let's go see. Well, let's see what's going on.
They're still working it for you.
All right.
I think we're okay.
Restricted entrance. Maybe the policy's back there. Seems to be a not public policy. Maybe keep it in the restricted access areas.